When it comes to self-analysis, people frequently make incorrect interpretations. Because we distinguish ourselves from those around us and tend to examine every little detail about ourselves much more closely than we would the actions or appearance of others, studies show that people in society don't have the capacity to accurately gauge themselves, especially when it comes to physical appearance and attractiveness. For this reason, the majority of people frequently misjudge their self-worth and allure wondering what others think of them. People often do a double take. Most of us do a double take when we see someone who is rather attractive. Of course, there are a variety of reasons why we do this, but the most common one is that we liked what we saw and wanted to keep looking. If someone gives you a second glance, it means they find you attractive and may be trying to get your attention. If this happens to you frequently, you are almost certainly a good-looking person. People are much more likely to smile at a stranger they find attractive than someone they don't. So, if you notice that most people give you a friendly smile when you pass them on the street, it's likely that they find you attractive. We have a tendency to smile subconsciously at things or people that are attractive, so flashing a smile can be a way to flirt, but most of the time it's just a natural reaction to something. If someone looked at you and subconsciously raised their eyebrows, it's another sign that they might find you attractive. Raising your eyebrows is a natural reaction carried out by your brain. It can be done consciously but is typically not, so if you catch someone doing this when they saw you, it's a good sign. When someone we like or find attractive walks into a room, we're usually unable to avert our gaze from them because their presence demands attention. Someone who can turn heads that easily must be attractive, because anyone would feel self-conscious if they were aware of strangers staring at them in public. But if it happens to you a lot, you might be more attractive than you realize. If you notice that everyone is staring at you, it might just be you. If people approach you and strike up conversations with you regardless of where you are or what you're doing, if so, it's probably because you're attractive. It may not seem fair, but those who are deemed more attractive are treated better than those who are average looking, and they get more positive attention. Attractive people have a kind of pull that draws others in. It may not always be a romantic thing. It could simply be that they are interesting. If someone only casually mentions your appearance, it can make you feel extremely insecure, but the truth is they sound so indifferent because you look great no matter what. Normally, a person wouldn't be gushing over someone they feel is attractive all the time. You would probably be more reserved. Can you recall a time when you were completely confident in yourself and sure that all eyes would be on you but then hardly received any compliments? When this occurs, it's natural to doubt yourself and believe that something is wrong with you, but it typically indicates the opposite. The reason you receive so few compliments is that people are likely to assume that you are already aware of how attractive you are and that the lack of them is because of this. People may act differently around you. Do you notice that people are a lot more jittery or uncomfortable around you than they are around anyone else, and that they appear nervous or bewildered when you approach them? If you notice others acting strangely around you frequently, one of the reasons could be that they find you attractive and don't know what to say or how to talk to you. Attractive people are typically very intimidating, and it's almost impossible to stop yourself from getting flustered when you're around someone you like or find attractive. Others will go out of their way to assist you, which is an unfair advantage that naturally attractive people have. Have you ever noticed that, regardless of the circumstance, others are eager to assist you with a problem you're facing? This could be because you're just an attractive person or that you have a positive outlook on life, which makes people more likely to lend you a helping hand. When we find someone attractive, we tend to unconsciously be nicer and more charitable with them. If you're a good-looking person, you've probably had someone obsess over you on many occasions. Whether it was just for one night or months at a time, or whether it was a party stranger who seemed to stick to you like glue or an acquaintance who kept texting you despite your repeated attempts to brush them off, this is just more evidence that people find you physically attractive. Get lots of direct messages. If your DMs are constantly filled with messages whether you're in a relationship or not, don't be too surprised. Social media is a prime example of how attractive people are put above others, which isn't a good thing. But it is a great way to figure out if others find you attractive and if you find many people texting you. Another one is when people are surprised by your insecurities. It might be pretty hard to believe that the people we admire or put on pedestals can be just as insecure as we are because of how amazing they appear. It's easy to slip into the mindset that they have nothing to worry about, but the truth is everyone struggles with low self-esteem sometimes. This is probably why most people are surprised when you mention that there are certain aspects of your appearance that you're not happy with or want to change. Any flaws you find seem minuscule to them. They probably don't even notice whatever imperfection you spot in the mirror. Relationships seem to come easy to you if you have a history of failed relationships and brief, pointless hookups. It may seem like you're unattractive, but that's typically not the case. Being in a committed relationship is only a matter of developing emotional maturity. Number 14, which others seem to have. Having an active love life is a sign that many people do find you beautiful. Others tend to have strong feelings about you when you're attractive. People tend to show extreme emotions toward you, whether they're positive or negative. They may act overly friendly or extremely cold and harsh without any apparent reason. And whichever extreme they choose, it will probably be because they find you attractive and want to get to know you, or they find you intimidating. Others may act petty toward you because they're jealous. If you enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.